tank. I'm still feeling a little bit iffy here.
So what we're going to be seeing here from both sides is, yeah, definitely now EVOS Legends are going to try to stand toe-to-toe with the split push powers that Ahmad or whoever's going to be split pushing for Alter Ego here. So Farsa, that locks down. Oh, that's a good presence here for Udil. So, okay. A lot of possibilities here. We're just waiting for the reshuffling to see where they're going to be going. It seems like Udil is going to be going that Farsa. Ahmad, is he going to be the one to play this Harith here, putting him in the side? Or potentially... Yeah, because Celiboy still keeping that Brody. It might change last minute off screen. So interesting lineups on both ends here. Any thoughts, Nomad?
Oh man, it's too many. There's too many magic damage coming in on the side of Alter Ego this time around, and having Lapu Lapu and Cho potentially soak up the damage for whatever Ling, Khalid, Valley or Masha or Benedetta dishes out. I'm feeling a bit iffy for Alter Ego this time around, but let's not discourage the fact that there is a little bit of split push potential here on that show, and that is what Alter Ego did in game number 1 to secure the victory. They just secured the turrets, focus on objectives, wait for Brody to go online. Harith just dishes out and roams all across. That's the game plan I'm seeing here as we go into game number 2 in this best of 3 series. Alter Ego 1 game away from moving on forward and potentially face off against RRQ in the finals.
Oh,
but not yet. As the top lane, big scuffle there, reflected over at the bottom side of things.
so Ahmad is going to be rocking that Harith in the side, putting the Brody rotating around, yeah, with that Retribution. Leo Murphy's going to be playing a tank Cho this time around. And look at how deep Rekt is actually cutting that lane to make sure that it just keeps pushed forward. But Luminaire already taking a lot of damage and gets taken out. First blood, right roundhouse kick to the face onto Luminaire. Valir goes out.
LJ next in line here. Celiboy and Leo Murphy will do whatever. Celiboy gets the tag onto Rekt. Leo Murphy running for his life, being chased down by Rekt here. I'm going to G-Kundo out of here. I have no Shunpo. I'm not level 2 just yet. And he finally gets taken out. Gets stunned himself. Gonna go for Udil this time around. Udil gets taken out. And this is a little bit reckless from Alter Ego, as Pi might just turn into a piece of pie here for Luminaire after being baked in that scorched earth that Luminaire has been throwing out.
Now, I wanted to say earlier that this fight would be about who is going to be able to protect their buffs and their jungle more. Because, yes, we know that the sideliners would want to split push, having the Masha here, having the Benedetta, having that Lapu Lapu. But it seems like both of these lineups are also geared for skirmishes, knowing that, okay, yeah, they're really going to pressure the jungles here. And it seems like the junglers haven't been able to have a clean jungle rotation because of just how much fights have been going on in the jungle. It's guerrilla warfare right now for both of these two teams.
It's guerrilla warfare. It's anybody's game, basically, at the early game this time around. EVOS wants to invade, tried to force out a fight here as Celiboy and Leo Murphy low on HP. Tempest of Blades takes them all out. Udil next in line, and this is a completely different EVOS than what we saw during game number 1. More aggression, more synchronized attacks for both of these members. For EVOS, I mean, as another kill gets secured on the side of EVOS.
So it's been a really scrappy game so far. No clear rotations, no clear jungle clears for any of the junglers right now. But we're starting to see some remnants of order here as EVOS Legends, with that lead that they found, winning that team fight, going for the tower into the bottom lane. Now, because of how scrappy and how messy the start was for both of these sides, and EVOS Legends coming out here with the win, Alter Ego are scrambling to find momentum right now. But it's hard to do against a lineup that has a Khalid, a Benedetta, and a Ling. There's just a lot of damage coming on. Masha can continue to split push a side lane or join in that team fight. Alter Ego gotta breathe easy, start to pressure maybe the side lanes here to force EVOS Legends into a rotate, and they're gonna be going for objectives elsewhere in the map. So scrappy so far, and it's just not even 4 minutes into this game.
And it's crucial for Alter Ego to actually start giving a lot of space for Celiboy. Why? It's because Celiboy would be the late game insurance that Alter Ego has here. Ahmad doing a good job on that Harith. Finally securing that Calamity Reaper for himself. 3 minutes 40 into the fight. He will slowly start becoming a nuisance here, especially once he secures the concentrated energy for himself. Ahmad, though, in a 2v1 against Anti-Mage and 1. Zama Force already committed, so Ahmad does not have any form of resets here, but he manages to survive that onslaught of Tempest and Blade, the Synchrovision, and the turret secures the kill for himself. That was a 2v1. The micro movements from Ahmad, just next level here.
Again, the Harith, again, Ahmad, showing why Harith has been a hot pick in the MPL Invitational, and Ahmad just really great micro positioning for him.
And over at the purple side of things, Zaman Force, let's focus on that later on. Anti-Mage on the chase here. Ahmad is getting a little bit of bloodthirsty there, as there was 2 kills off cam on the side of EVOS ID over at the purple buff, overcommitting a lot of members here. Anti-Mage really getting chased out by all the members of Alter Ego.
And that's the fun thing of having a tank Cho in your lineup. That Cho can dive deeper and go for chase go for chase kills like that way more compared to an assassin Cho or maybe even a fighter Cho, because of his inherent tankiness that he has with the tank emblems. And of course, Concussive Blast on his end. That was fun to watch. But now, again, the game has slowed down a little bit more. Alter Ego was able to find that momentum, so now it's all about who gets to rotate better. It's not as crappy as it was earlier. It's going to be about who gets to rotate where first, who gets to secure an objective first, and who's going to start to get some wins first. As the first hurdle of the game already secured there by EVOS Legends by 1.
Yeah, and Leo Murphy zoning everybody out, trying to get information. Lumin gonna get caught out in that brush. Gets kicked back into towards Celeboy. Celeboy will manage to survive this so far. LJ just soaking up with the damage. Goes for the Raging Sandstorm onto Udil. Tempest and Blaze follow through. Here comes the Zaman Force from Ahmad. Synchrovision and Chrono Dashes left and right. Will dish out a lot of damage onto Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage still manages to survive. Dashes at the nick of time.
Good thing is an eye for an eye. Second skill came off cooldown right when he needed to. And right, actually able to position it well enough that the dash at the end of an eye for an eye brings him to the other side of the wall. So Ahmad wasn't able to take it down. Now this has been a problem for EVOS Legends. They haven't been able to take down or give Ahmad such a really hard time. Again, they tried, but then Ahmad was able to just survive that 2-on-1 tower dive as we saw earlier. So EVOS Legends needs to start pressuring that Harith, because that Harith needs a death on his side, because if they don't get it, man, EVOS Legends are going to have a hard time, as this side lane Harith is going to turn to a big Harith carry.
Murphy goes for the Jeet Kune Do, catches 2, immediate reaction with the Tempest of Blaze, and LJ is going to be the backlines. The feathered airstrike gets canceled out, completely wrecked, gets completely wrecked as he falls down immediately as he goes in towards the fight. Now that is a 2-for-2 trade in favor of EVOS Indonesia, though. They might start pushing in forward here, just top side.
Great job for EVOS Legends being able to take out that Farsa, stun that Farsa right when he was able to pop off that feathered airstrike. Udil going down quick, but then again we saw if they can't get Ahmad, they're gonna have big problems. Ahmad was able to just show up, clean up. Yes, he was just able to get 1 kill, but that's 1 more kill to add to the furthering gold lead that this Harith on Ahmad has. Turtle already up.
Yeah, and just to add to that, Ahmad has been showing really good micro on that Harith. Yeah. Comparatively better than how JP played the Harith earlier on in their series, as the fight is breaking out here at the Turtle Pit. Aether, Alter Ego wants to go for this fight. Zama Force, but not a lot of damage there. EVOS forced to go back. Alter Ego forcing out the fight, securing the second turtle of the game, will be able to convert this into a turret push, forces out the Tempest of Blade just to clear out the minion wave. Ahmad, low 1 HP, will be able to Chrono Dash out of there and manages to survive. Murphy, though, looking for a kill potentially, but he is backing off.
EVOS Legends are starting to find the momentum to wrest away the control from Alter Ego and starting to creep closer onto their side of the map. But if you look at the good thing about the lineup that Alter Ego has, as Luminaire takes a bunch of damage, able to get away just in the nick of time, even if it's the Farsa forced to go back and rotate and help out the lane that's being split pushed by Amasha, they have the Brody, they have the Harith, they have the Lapu Lapu and the Cho to sustain that 4 versus 5 team fight. As we saw there, Alter Ego has enough tools to survive.
Raging Sandstorm gets stunned out himself. Here comes the Tempest of Blades and the Feathered Airstrike. Bodies are falling left and right. 1-for-1 trade so far here. Nobody in the advantage as Alter Ego secures the kill onto one. That is a primary carry out. Wrecked will almost get wrecked. Gets Pi. Pi still manages to survive. Wreck almost takes out Pi himself. Makes it a 2-4-3 trade. Luminaire. And the aggression from Luminaire. The Searing Torrent. Not enough.
Again, trade after trade, but Anti-Mage. Leo Murphy hot on his heels, but no, Leo Murphy able to get away. Now Anti-Mage playing like the all-star pickup that EVOS Legends was looking for on that Benedetta with the Festival of Blood 5-0-3 with more items under his bag, and that Execute a little bit braver diving under turret and a little bit braver with being able to just sustain some damage before he'll dash out after getting a kill. Anti-Mage could be the big key here for EVOS Legends to come back to this, but they also have that Ling, their main carry, supposedly being able to farm up well enough, just picking up the Berserker's Fury there, and then Wreck split pushing the map. EVOS Legends have as much as Alter Ego has the right recipe to defend the aggression of EVOS Legends has the right recipe to win a fight and to win from there. But as we saw, that Wreck Masha just went down and Alter Ego looking for what could be a big team fight at the top lane.
Yeah, it's a 4 versus 3 situation over the top side. We're seeing the Farsa slowly rejoin in on the fight, going for the back lines here. Anti-Mage too deep, forced to use the ultimate to just reposition himself, and they finally take down Brody. Kind of an opening here for EVOS, but will they be able to convert that into a Lord or a turret push? We have yet to find out, because there goes the Wave of the Dragon onto LJ, gets stunned up himself, and he is going down, no doubt. Luminaire forced back, 1-1, uses the Tempest of Blade, try to escape this series of damage coming in from Alter Ego. Anti-Mage next in line, dives in, really way too much. Wreck absorbs a lot of that damage, and that is going towards the side of Alter Ego. 1-for-2 trade.
And now we're seeing here one of the problems that the Harith Zaman Force poses for one. Yes, he'll be able to go in, maybe get a hit or two, but then Wave of the Dragon bursted everything in between, but here comes Anti-Mage with the fight. Electo, final blow, doesn't have an eye for an eye anymore, and he gets taken out as Udil uses Wings by Wings to get away, but here comes one. Tempest of Blades onto Leo Murphy, takes him out. LJ's there, double kill for the Harith. Look at Ahmad playing like a madman right now. LJ, Quicksand Guard forced away again. Up until this point, this Harith has been a problem for EVOS Legends. As I was saying earlier, the Zaman Force is such a problem for the Link because the Link doesn't have as much mobility as he would have because of that big slowing field. And all the mobility is right now on this Harith, who has that Evo skin, if I'm not mistaken.
He does, and you might say that Ahmad has been a mad man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier.
A madman, yeah. Ahmad, yeah. And the dual core setup is working for Alter Ego. Why? Ahmad has been a god on the mage since game number 1. Really gives Celiboy a lot of space, even though he kind of fed in the early game. Yeah, he managed to trade out a lot of kills, but that's still 4 deaths on the side of that Brody. It's still more than enough for him to catch up on the items, get a lot of space, because Ahmad takes down one, takes down Luminaire, the primary problems for this Brody.
And I feel like now, though, for EVOS Legends, is one of the things that we haven't been feeling as much would be when would Luminaire use that knockback with the Searing Torrent or get that stun. I feel like that's one of the missing pieces here, as one going one-on-one against Pi as the Lord marches in the mid. This could be big for Alter Ego, Nomad.
Could be big. Lord marching in. Feathered Airstrike just to zone everybody out, but they do find LJ. LJ flickers out just in time. Celiboy with his passive active takes him out, gets the Way of the Dragon onto Luminaire and Alter Ego. They are knocking on the doors of EVOS. They potentially will be going up against Genflex Aerowolf here, as they are one game closer. And one more game closer towards going up against RRQ. Hoshi, they'll be facing off against Genflex Aerowolf in the bracket. 2